Happening this morning, parents, if your kids go to La Cueva High School, listen to this.
Yes, it is a warning from school and police that, get this, there is a strange man making lewd gestures around high school girls. News 13's David Romero is out live at La Cueva right now. David, this is extremely disturbing news.
Very disturbing and critical that this information gets passed along to students and parents. Now, a warning letter was sent to the parents and posted on the school's website saying for the second time in 2 weeks that a strange man has been exhibiting some very creepy behavior towards young women here near the school. Now, it's unclear if the same person is behind both incidents, but the suspect in both cases is described as a man in his late 20s to early 30s with a medium build and dark skin. In one case, the vehicle was described as a light blue 4-door Toyota. In the other case, the vehicle was described as a dark green 4-door sedan. Now, according to the letter, one girl says she was on the east side of the school earlier this week when she noticed a fully exposed man inside a parked car on Wilshire. She said the man tried asking her a question, but luckily she was able to get away. Meanwhile, another student reported 9 days ago that a man with a similar description approached her in a vehicle, rolled down his window, and made some lewd and suggestive comments. Now, school officials and police are asking students to be especially careful when they are walking in and around the school grounds, because they say that they're not sure where this could pop up again. And of course, they want them to report any suspicious behavior if they see it to any school officials. Matt, back to you.
All right, thank you for the good information this morning, David. We appreciate it. You can get that letter, the one that the school sent home with students. It's on our website at krqe.com. And do know that none of the students who said this guy approached them or exposed himself to them were hurt. Elizabeth.
Developing now, thousands of people are waking up without water in northeast Albuquerque thanks to a water main break. Crews were out early this morning at Eubank and Spain fixing the problem that had the water turned off in the area since about yesterday afternoon. This is video from about 2:30 this morning. Now, a crew at the time told us that they expect the water to have been turned back on by 6 this morning. No word yet if that has happened. Also, you should expect some traffic problems because Spain at Eubank has been turned into one lane. The right lane at Spain West and right lane on Eubank going north has been closed. We, of course, will keep you updated when the water, in fact, is turned back on. The nearly $6 billion state budget is on its way to the Senate. The House overwhelmingly passed it yesterday, giving more money to schools and government programs, along with a 1% raise for state workers. 4 former officials with the Peanut Corporation of America have been indicted on criminal charges. They are charged with sending tainted food across the country, mail, and wire fraud and conspiracy. Peanut Corporation of America, based in Georgia, was a peanut roasting facility processing nuts sold around the country. In 2009, the Food and Drug Administration said that the company shipped tainted products. It knew it tested positive for bacteria. New Mexico's Sunland Peanut Company was also recently linked to a salmonella outbreak.
Los Alamos National Lab says it will appeal a verdict from this week, awarding a worker $1 million. And this is all about what could be comments about a gun. Marilyn Mahar won that money in a lawsuit, saying that a supervisor, Randy Fraser, told her that a boss could, quote, shoot a worker who says the wrong thing. The suit also says another woman at the lab says Fraser talked about, quote, bringing in a gun once when he got angry with her. The lab says all of this is not true. Fraser, by the way, is still on the job. It looks like you will not get the chance to vote on a gay marriage amendment here in New Mexico anytime soon because a committee in the state house shot it down. If it had become a law, this amendment would allow gay marriage but would not force churches to marry anyone if they're morally opposed to it. Elizabeth?
It is possible you could be paying more for tobacco products if one state lawmaker has her way. Democrat Mimi Stewart's proposal wants to double the tax on things like chewing tobacco and cigars and have the extra funds go toward cancer research. Supporters estimate the tax on a $4 tin of smokeless tobacco would go up 50 cents if the bill were passed. Some of the money raised would go to the Ben Lujan Cancer Research Fund. Speaker Ben Lujan died in late December of lung cancer, but did not smoke. New Mexicans could once again be able to vote for a straight party by selecting one bubble. For now, the bill is in the Judiciary Committee. It would overturn Secretary of State Diana Duran's ban on straight ticket voting. Democratic Senator Michael Sanchez of Belen said restoring straight party voting would help the elderly by, quote, allowing them to vote faster.
If you have guns you don't want this weekend, your chance to get rid of them and get hundreds of dollars in gift cards in exchange. Bernalillo County is having another gun buyback, just like the one it had 2 weeks ago. Deputies collected more than 700 guns in just 2 hours and gave out more than $40,000 in Visa gift cards. The next gun buyback is tomorrow. It's from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon at the South Area Command Center. It's on Isleta, south of Arenal. All right, more now on that squirrely scheme to go kill Justin Bieber. Remember earlier this week, one of the men supposedly connected to it, who's in prison here in New Mexico, said the whole thing was just a road trip to go pick up some classic car.
I went to go pick up a car that he had given me. We had made a deal in prison that he had given me a Ferrari.
All right, that's Mark Stackey, and he says that police in New York took that Ferrari as evidence. We checked with them, though, and they said, no, we don't have a Ferrari. We actually don't think the whole thing ever existed. Now, investigators say a man named Dana Martin hired Stackey and his nephew Tanner Ruane, to go murder 4 people, including the young pop star Justin Bieber. Martin's in prison here in New Mexico, and that's where investigators say he met Stackey, and they came up with this convoluted story. All right, you won't believe what police in Alamogordo say happened. A guy high on drugs took them right into his home where he had a huge pot production going on. Officers say this man, Samuel Delgado, called them and let them into his home, invited him right on in, opened up the door for him because he thought someone was after him. Well, police did not find that someone, but say they did find this: 102 pot plants, nearly $12,000 in cash, and 18 semi-automatic guns. Delgado says the pot, he was not selling it, it was just for himself. He is in jail as we speak.